What's up guys, Connor Gamer here, and this is a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. This gameplay it's quite old now, it's probably a few weeks old now. A very low level in this. I'm level 80 now, and I'm staying there until the million recruitment things occurred, because obviously I want the good weapons to use and stuff. And yeah, I'm just sniping in this. It's not a great score, it's 38 and 17, which isn't the best. I've done a lot better since, but obviously I've not got any of that on my computer yet. And I will put it on eventually and use that for upcoming videos. But this video is just going to be going through my school report that I've just got. And basically I'm just going to read, because it's a full report where teachers and everything write comments about you. And I find it quite funny reading through them, because obviously teachers are twats when it comes to reports. So basically just a bit to know a bit about me is that I am quite a quiet pupil in school. Like, I don't, dick about, and I keep to myself mainly, and basically that. So, yeah, let's begin. So first of all, I'm a form tutor, which is basically like, we get put into forms, and this is the tutor for it. And I only spend like 15 minutes in the morning with her. But this is the comment she's made. The form tutor comment for Connor Goff. Connor is a very pleasant, quiet member of the form. Yeah. His attendance and punctuality are excellent, and he is always well presented. That's bullshit. His overall report is very good and shows that he is on target in the large majority of subjects. His effort is good, but at the important stage in his education, he must improve his efforts and ensure that he is working as hard as he can in all areas. German and maths, in particular, need attention, and I would advise that he speaks with both teachers regularly to help get him back on target. I wish Connor all the best for the future. So yeah, about that. Basically, these teachers have this obsession of thinking that I'm laid back, and so does my mum as well. Basically, everyone just thinks that I'm too relaxed and that it's going to catch up with me, but really, I do enough to get by, and I do it well, if you know what I mean. I'm not settling to be mediocre, and I'm not sweating it out to be the best. I'm just being me, basically. So yeah. Next to the head of house comment, basically there's houses, there's 4 different houses, and this is the head of house that I'm in. That's what she said about me. There were some very pleasing comments made throughout this report, particularly from physics, which is excellent news. I am concerned that Connor appears to be becoming a little too relaxed in his attitude towards his studies. It is imperative that he works even harder than usual in the last few months before the summer exams to give himself the best possible chance of achieving his target grades. His attendance is high and is currently around 97%, which is excellent and needs to be maintained for the rest of the year. He has gained over 100 achievement points this year and is most definitely heading in the direction of success. Especially achievement points, like when you do well, they give them. It's pretty childish, to be honest, and they still do it in the upper years for some reason. Connor is a very likeable young man who is working well. Thank you very much. I hope that he can try to go in the extra mile over the next couple of months to ensure that he reaches his full potential. He is part of one of the first group of students to leave Lowton. And I hope that he will look back on his time here with pride. Good luck for the future, Connor. Basically, I didn't say that because then you'd know which school I got to, which would be a bit weird. Right, now into the subjects. The first subject is English. My effort is A. My target is A. I'm on target because in my mock exam I got a B. General progress. Connor is a pleasant pupil who is making fine progress in English. I was especially delighted with his story. Basically, the story I did was just a rip-off of one of the Skyrim missions. Altered a bit, but it was pretty good. Most of it was my own work, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I kind of did a notch, ripped something off and made it a lot better. Targets for development. Now he must continue to extend his vocabulary and vary his sentence structures. Basically that's saying I've got no, I have no future plans. Anyway, geography next. My effort B. Which it should be a C, to be honest, but he's been generous. Target is an A. I'm on target despite me only getting a C in the mock exam for some reason. General progress. In the current year we have completed work on geography module, which looks at population and its impact on a range of scales. We also revisited coastal processes in preparation for our controlled assessment piece on Colwyn Bay, that's somewhere in Wales. In the coming months we will visit all topic areas and commence a detailed revision programme. Great. Connor has worked reasonably well, but he must ensure he answers questions in as much detail as possible. He has the knowledge and this needs to be reflected in his writing in responses to questions. This will maximise marks achieved. He must act on the following points to do this. Targets for development. Must take care and improve use of geographical skills using the evidence given in sources to fully answer the question set. Add more depth when describing key processes and aim to develop explanatory writing on the key issues, adding opinions as well. Plan and structure the written response to GCSE style questions and use a variety of media. Basically for geography it's quite difficult. The exam's solid and the coursework isn't really explained well. But no, I'm getting through, I'm doing well. I'm gonna have to speed this up. Next is German. This is a funny one. Basically my teacher's a cock. A lot of I think he feels threatened by me for some reason, I don't know. But anyway, German, effort C, bullshit. Tag grade A, not on target, mock exam result C. Never did a mock exam. General progress. In the recent mock examination, Connor attained a grade C. If he is to progress by the summer, he will need to make a much more consistent effort to come to terms with a thorough preparation of work for speaking and writing, each worth 30% of the total marks. Connor has too often failed to include enough variety of language and has not properly learned the material which he has produced. If he can address both of these issues in the last pieces of controlled assessments, he stands a realistic chance of attaining grade B. I'm afraid that it will take a tremendous amount of drive for him to progress to grade A overall though. I would, however, be delighted for him to prove me wrong. I will be working closely with Connor to ensure that he plans and prepares his materials as carefully and thoroughly as possible, to complete in his final speaking and writing assignments. But he must be prepared to make the necessary effort to thoroughly learn the work he has produced. Basically German, you know, he's a cock. And I don't really like him, so I don't really work for him, but I will work for myself obviously. Next is IT. Efforts are B for some reason, despite me, you know, getting A's and A stars in every bit of control assessment we've done. Yeah, effort B, type grade A, on target yes, mock exam grade B. I've got the highest in like these schools or something. Yeah, I'm still not. I'm only a B on effort, but whatever. Here we go. General progress. Connor's become rather relaxed in his approach to his work this year. While this has not yet caused a problem, he needs to be aware that it's time to push himself if he is to achieve the best possible grade in the summer. You see, that sentence right there sums up all the teachers in the school. While this has not yet caused a problem. It's not caused any problems, and it's not going to, because I'm not a retard. I understand when work needs doing. Anyway, he has completed a pleasing piece of controlled assessment work on game design, and has understood the theory behind the practical skills. I was pleased with his grade in the mock exam, which is acceptable for this stage, in which Connor can improve with thorough revision for the final exam. So basically I get the highest mark in the school. Sure, go away iPad. I get the highest mark in the school, get A's and A stars and everything, but I'm still not good enough. It's funny, isn't it? And I'm going to skip the types for development now. Let's get on to it. This is maths, and I'm really pleased with the maths one actually, because I'm doing terrible in maths, but he's been kind of generous here. Effort A, target A, not on target though. My mock exam grade not applicable, but basically we did a proper exam and I got a C in it. 4 marks off a B, but that can be improved. Connor works hard in class and has completed all his homeworks and is a conscientious student. Despite this, he's still 2 grades off target after achieving a grade C in the November GCSE. Connor really needs to start increasing his work rate and try to get more in-depth knowledge of some of the more complex mathematical concepts in order to achieve the high grades. Connor was only 4 marks off achieving a grade B in the exam, and this should give him incentive to progress. Especially I only got a C in the exam, 4 off a B, but we're doing past papers now and getting like B's and A's on them. And I'm quite confident in maths. I think I'll get a B at least in the next one. Really hopeful for that. Next is PE. I didn't take PE as an option, so it doesn't count as a GCSE, I don't think. But basically, effort B, my target's a pass, and I'm on target. And there's no mock exam result, because I didn't do one. Connor is a well-mannered student who gets on with tasks set during lessons. He works hard and is currently completing half of the BTEC course, which will give him a GCSE at the end of the year. I don't know how. I hope he maintains this positive attitude for the rest of the year and continues to work hard. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Religious education. Now this is basically, it used to be called citizenship, but then the teachers realised that it is just religious education in disguise and finally decided to admit it. Effort B, target B, on target no, mock exam result D. Yeah. Connor has now completed the course Religion and Citizenship. The remainder of the teaching time will be spent on revision and examination techniques. Connor's mock exam result was disappointing. He is capable of achieving far higher grades. He did not put the required amount of time into his revision. Connor has a good understanding, but often that is not translated in his written expression. He sometimes assumes knowledge rather than explicitly stating it. Fuck off. Triple science, biology. Right, science, this is where the money's at. I know I've run over the video, but I'll just put some like clips in or something. Right, triple science, biology. Effort B, target grade A, on target yes. Connor is normally a hard-working pupil who has made good progress during year 11. He usually puts the required effort into lessons, and as a result of this, he often produces good classwork. Connor was diligent in the completion of the practical element of his coursework and has handed in the write-up on on schedule. Connor's overall attainment to date puts him on target to achieve his GCSE target grade. Well done. Thank you. Now chemistry. Chemistry, I don't like the teacher, but I somehow still get it, isn't it? But effort B, that's just because she couldn't put C, let's be honest. Target grade A, on target yes. General progress. Connor is on target to achieve his target grade in chemistry. He's made good progress this year, but needs to ensure that he listens carefully during lessons, as he does have a tendency to be easily distracted or chatty, which can result in him not fully understanding some of the concepts covered. Yes, good one. Now this is where the money's at. Physics. Basically physics, I fucking love it. The teacher is awesome, and you know, it's just awesome. Effort A, target grade A, on target yes. I've done 2 exams for this, I got an A and an A star, so that's good. Connor is making good progress in physics. Connor is on target to achieve a grade 8 and has made an excellent start to year 11. Connor has completed 2 pieces of coursework and handed them in on time. Connor performed well on the P7.1 end of topic assessment and achieved a good grade. If Connor revises fully for his final exam, I have no doubt that he will achieve his target grade. This is an excellent report overall. That is great. And that, my ladies and gentlemen and friends and family and stuff, that concludes my magical report. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have got reports recently, let me know what you got. Any knobhead teachers like I've had. Just leave a comment below, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up because it helps me out a lot. And I shall see you next time.